Hi everyone, welcome to this Zoom meeting. Today we're going to talk about creating study groups and making some friends while you're at Virginia Western. I'm Skylar and I'm here with Nora and Braulio, and we're going to start off our topics today by talking about how to create study groups while you are online learning. So Nora, take it away.
So, my biggest tip that I think I could give to any of you watching this is in regards to creating study groups is to just reach out. Really, regardless of whether or not you are in person or if it's on Zoom. I know some of you might be in a science class or a nursing class that does require you to go on campus every couple of days or so many days a week. You can just reach out to those people and say, hey, do you want to form a study group? Or if you're on Zoom, go into the group chat during class if you're synchronous, or just email random people. If you're asynchronous, just saying, hey, do you want to form a study group? Because odds are people are going to say yes. There aren't too many people out there who I think are especially opposed to the idea of creating a study group because there are just so many benefits to it. So being proactive and just reaching out, or if someone else contacts you, say yes. Just basically just do it. Like just contact people and you will be surprised by how many people are actually really open to the idea of creating a study group. So definitely just reach out.
Yes, and adding to what Nora said, 'cause it's very important, guys, that you also take a look to what navigates on our portal. And there's also a tool that you can use to make a study group. For each class, there is just a icon what it says that you want, that you're looking for a partner to study with. You can, you know, click on that and just say that you really want to, and somebody also will join you, and you can start from that. And the most important part about it is that you're gonna be studying with people on your class, which is right. I mean, it's really cool. You're gonna be like in the same page, so take advantage of it.
Definitely, yeah. When you have that advantage to talk to a classmate, even while if you have an in-person lab, talk to your lab partner, talk to the person sitting at the same bench as you. They are probably struggling just as much as you are, or have some of the same questions you are. So definitely kind of team up with them, create a group chat, meet via Zoom. That's definitely a great way to get to know your classmates and your class as well. It's a good way to study. So the next topic I think we ought to talk a little bit about is how to kind of set up that group chat via GroupMe, Snapchat, etc.
So actually on the first day of this semester in my Calc 2 class, we are a synchronous class that meets over Zoom so many days a week. And on the very first day, a girl in my class went into the chat and said, hey, do you guys want to start a group meet? And immediately everyone was like, yeah, I'd be down for that. And then within the next day or two, the professor set up a discussion board for people to drop their emails below. So that way we could create that group meet and get that conversation going between us. And it has proven to be a very useful resource for everyone because you can ask for help about a homework problem. You can just crack jokes about the class, and you can meet up. You can set up times to meet up in person with a couple of the people in that group chat if you so choose to actually do class together and work on homework together. And it's a really great resource. And it doesn't have to be GroupMe. That's just one avenue you can take. You can do Snapchat. You can use your cell phone as a creative group chat. You can use Facebook. It can be whatever. Just create that group chat and get that conversation going with those people because it's a really great resource for not only learning, but also just making friends.
Yeah. So as Nora said, it's just really important that you guys create those study group chat. But it's also, guys, I would like to tell you, kind of ask you to take advantage of Zoom. Zoom is really important right now, and this is a special tool you have, which is free and allows you to create those group and also show your work. You can share your screen, and the students, I mean your classmate, can see what you're doing, and as well you can see what he's doing. So by doing that, you guys have that interaction where everybody see others work and kind of have the opportunity to ask questions to see what he's doing and the way he's doing it, and that guarantees you guys it's like a better way to understand what you guys are trying to talk about.
Absolutely. When you are in a class, definitely when you have a question, go ahead and put that in your class's group chat. In the first couple days of my math class, I reached out and I said, hey guys, do you want to maybe start one? So that is definitely a great way to get it started. If you haven't done it, or if someone else hasn't done it, go ahead and take that second and reach out to your classmates to do that. So I think we've kind of touched on this a little bit, but let's kind of talk a little bit about the benefits and everything of joining a study group or creating a study group.
So some of the biggest ways that a study group can really help you is, one, by creating fellowship, creating those connections with the people on campus. At community college, I think there is this large sense of temperance among the students. People think, oh, because we're not living together, then creating those connections is not nearly as important as it would be if we were. And that's not at all true, because it's not just that you're living together that really makes forming good relationships with your classmates and with the people around you important. It's because it's vital to really just being in college. It's a hard experience for everyone, even if it's community college or a 4-year. If you're coming out of a high school or if you're returning to school after some hiatus, it's still important to create those connections with those people. And a study group is a really, really great way to do that. And on top of that, it will help you learn the material really well. Even though some people think that they work better and learn better on their own, being with those other people and brainstorming together, hearing the material explained in a different way than your professor did, all of it helps you to understand the material so much better. And then of course, you learn how to cooperate with other people and work with them. And that's so important, especially when you're going into the workforce, and especially if you're going to a 4-year after this. Learning how to work with other people is so important to creating a positive work environment. It helps with your social skills. It helps boost creativity. The benefits are really endless when it comes to that. So definitely use study groups for those skills and to be able to build them.
Yeah, awesome, guys. And one of the benefits of being in a study group is that you guys feel kind of comfortable, since you're spending time with your classmate or people that you spending some time with work class. So, and that is just important for you guys to have it. I mean, it's a better way to study than have success through the course. But also, guys, when you were talking, like, say, about math, and you guys just brainstorm to kind of, like, say, Jeff is talking about how to do this in certain way, and then he's different from the one that you did it, but you guys got the same answer. So by doing this, you kind of learn a different method of getting the same answer, solving the problem. So guys, take advantage of that, and that's pretty nice.
Definitely. And whether you are in a foreign language class and it helps for you to kind of talk with your classmates in that foreign language, if you're just practicing math problems, chemistry problems, it's definitely helpful to do it with someone else, because they can kind of go behind you. And if you made a mistake, they're like, oh, hey, I noticed you made a little error here. And they're definitely helpful for kind of spotting errors in your work as you go along. So, and that is definitely a great way to make friends in college as well. So another thing that I think we ought to talk about is how to join some clubs and everything on campus to make friends while you're here.
So like I mentioned already, community college, I think there is a much larger sense of temperance among the students, and that's why study groups aren't always made. And that also applies to people joining the clubs and the organizations. You definitely should, because not only are you going to form friendships, that's a given, but if you intend on entering into the workforce or going to a 4-year, employers and college advisor officers or admissions officers, they're going to want to see people who reach out and, seek out those opportunities. That's what college is really all about, is seeking out those opportunities for yourself and creating them. And reaching out and joining a club or an organization is a really great way to do that. You can be opened up to research opportunities. You can be opened up to leadership opportunities. And then you're doing it all while having fun and by mingling with people who have similar interests as you. So definitely reach out and take advantage of that. I also want to touch on the fitness center. Even now in COVID, our fitness center is a really great resource for you to stay active and, of course, make friends. We have yoga that's going on so many mornings a week. We have a running club that runs trails, I think, once or twice a week. And then we also have, I'm going to say meditation might be a thing, or bicycling. I don't know. There is a third thing that I can't remember off the top of my head that our fitness center is doing, even with COVID going on. And it's a lot of fun, and it can help to balance stress that's going on. And of course you can, stay fit, and who doesn't love that? So definitely look out and look into that.
Right. And also we're gonna tell you guys, everything is just work and study. You guys need to, make some time for you to socialize, to have fun. In Virginia Western offer a bunch of activities and clubs that you can guys join and enjoy. Last year I used to play basketball in an intermodal club, and it was so fun, and I felt so good after class just playing basketball. So just, try to reach out, try to look for information. Everything is there for you guys. It's not for faculty, it's just for the students. So try to take advantage as much as you can and enjoy.
Definitely. We had kind of talked a little bit about the different clubs. So we have all kinds of clubs that are available to us as students at the Virginia Western campus. There are the honor societies. There's Phi Theta Kappa. There's Psi Beta. If you keep those grades up, you will definitely receive an invitation to one of those. But there are so many. It's a variety. We were talking about a movie club. There's theater clubs. Like Braulio said, the intramural sports. I'm a former member of the Virginia Western Singers. If you like singing, have fun and really explore yourself with that. This is really a time to explore your talents and explore your interests in the clubs while you're at Virginia Western. So does anyone else have anything that they think ought to be touched on?
I just want to reiterate something I already mentioned. Like I said, college is a time for you to reach out and create as many opportunities as you can. I think a lot of the times, especially if someone's going to a 4-year after this, they think to themselves, oh, I don't need to do anything here. These are just 2 years of my life. I can just show up, get my prerequisites done, and then I'll go off to my 4-year. And then that's when I'll create all these opportunities and join all these clubs and organizations, make those friendships, make those study groups. Don't wait until then. Do it now, because not only will it help you to grow as an individual and do better in your class and just have fun with people who like the same things as you, it looks so good to admissions officers to see people who are creating those opportunities, especially now in COVID when it's so much harder. It makes it all the more important. And if you're going to into the workforce after this, employers want to see that too. People who are in COVID when most people are in isolation, or at least isolated more than they normally would be, still creating those opportunities and putting themselves into those leadership roles, or just, being proactive. People are going to love to see that, and it helps you grow as a person, as I already said.
Definitely. So when you have that opportunity, make that study group, reach out to those other students that are with you. Join a club, join an organization. If you receive an invitation, don't hesitate to say yes. It's definitely going to be the chance of a lifetime for you to get to know your fellow students and people that have the same interests as you, who could one day be your fellow coworkers. They could transfer to a 4-year school with you. So definitely get to know those people while you're here at Virginia Western. But we just want to thank you guys for joining with us today. This has been a great talk, and we have really enjoyed telling you guys all about the different all the different fun ways you can get involved on campus, make some friends, and join some study groups. I hope you all have a great semester. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.